A huge topic, my dear fashion people. I know you might have tried so many stuff and your Instagram account kinda sucks. Not many followers, nothing comes through, orders are not very often, and people seem not interested in what you do or you say. So how to fix it and make your content appealing and engaging? Today I will show you some tips and hope to inspire you to improve your content strategy and make more followers and grow your Instagram account. Let's dive in. So common mistakes I usually see when it comes to content, and I'm a big consumer of the internet, Instagram, Facebook ads, TikTok, so I know what type of content works, what attracts my attention, and how other brands succeed. I look at it from a consumer perspective, not a brand perspective. So mistake number one, you try to make your content aesthetically pleasant. Good for you. Bad for the virality of your content. You see, today's Instagram algorithm doesn't give credit anymore to proper, clean, pleasant content. You can do it, but it will be as you are sitting alone in your house and it is clean, but no one sees it and can experience it. Your Instagram account should be engaging, not clean. Engaging means speaking about your clients' problems and their day-to-day life, engaging them with funny, educational, entertaining, or deep content, where they can just learn more about themselves or their environment or about daily issues and become better versions of themselves or have trendy, hot content and stay up to date. I would recommend taking a look at brands such as The Reformation. I wouldn't say that their account is aesthetically harmonious, but they have lots of various content that helps them get viral. They educate how to style. Let's take a look at The Reformation or a Match account. I wouldn't say that The Reformation account is aesthetically harmonious, but they definitely try to vary their content and show different various types of content to see what works and how to get viral. They also use the styling tips, and this is that I recommend totally to every fashion brand. Like here, for instance, how to style the Agate loafer in 4 ways. It's a hook. You definitely need to use this. You need to use reels where people can style your products. It can be you, your team, or UGC, user-generated content, and then use hooks on your reels and explain what are you going to talk about. And people will try to read the hook, and then once they have read the hook, they will try to watch, okay, what's going next. And you want them to basically execute 2 actions: read the hook and then watch until the end, right? Another example is Match. Again, it's not aesthetically pleasant content. You see that it's so various. There is no like any strategic thinking about how I can place this content close to this one. So what they're looking for is a variety of contents using, for instance, carousels. Like here, you can just see different stories and styles. Aesthetically, is it a brand reliable content? Is it a brand content? No, it's a real content from real people that do real things, and this is what works today on Instagram. So you need to consider that aesthetically maybe your Instagram wouldn't be perfect, but it's okay. This is how people will stick to it because they will see what you do in real life. So we don't want to see here photographers' pictures only, like this one, right? This is a photographer picture. It's okay to put it once a while, but don't put it every single time. This is a big mistake. So I would recommend looking more at what you want to share in terms of message and how to educate about your brand and style, but also relate to your ideal audience so they can recognize themselves in your content. Mistake number 2, lack of consistency. What a usual fashion owner will do, for instance, the new collection is out, they post. New influencer post comes out, so they just post a stuff with your clothes. And then you have a new pop-up coming soon, you post. And then you're stuck. What else? Well, this is where you need to be consistent with your format. You need to come up with the kind of viral content that works for you. You need to test first various formats and reels and what type of content goes viral, and then consistently post the same type of format that works. Let's take those examples. When we talk about consistency, this is a good example about, for instance, Aura, a Los Angeles brand of shoes. Do you see any kind of variety here? Like you can literally see that the content is the same. What changes are shoes, right? So the setup is quite similar. They will take a shoe, they will show it, they will put on, and they will show the final result, right? So you will try to do something similar, which means what works, you should repeat it. You shouldn't just go in every senses, just put some random stuff and hope to get some results, right? You will try to keep your content consistent, recognizable. People will just know that it is your brand, and they will watch because it is about the next product. It's about the next style tip. It is about something that they will use as an inspiration, right? So think about what kind of setup you can use that you will reuse consistently, and you will just change what you put inside, what type of product you put inside. Another example, which is very interesting, and this comes not from a brand, but from an influencer, she uses literally the same setup on every single post, right? It's the same kitchen. So it can be your office, it can be your shop. What she does literally the same stuff. She just put her bag on the table, and then she will take from her bag some new kind of style, and then she will put on, and they will show the final results. And she's a little bit dancing. So the music is important here, right? We will hear some trendy music. Next one, the same stuff. She comes, she put her bag, she take off some clothes from the bag, and she puts on her clothes, right? So you can find a setup that works for your brand and just repeatedly, consistently put it online and see how it works. If it doesn't, change the setup. Change the way you show it. It can be in the city, it can be in your office, it can be at your home, it can be in your shop, it can be on the street. Basically, the idea is that you have literally the same setup. You don't think about it. You just put the product inside and see how viral it can go very quickly. Mistake number 3, you don't please enough the algorithm. Most of social media managers and brand owners will do the same old stuff. And then you will complain that you don't have traffic, your people don't see what you do, whatever. This is because the algorithm has changed dramatically since COVID, and you need to learn what works now and use it, such as Reels, trendy music, hooks, challenges, collab posts, UGC, team and people experiences and feedbacks, stories, questionnaires, and polls. Formats are changing, but it is easy to detect what works now. Just go to Instagram Explorer and see what pop-ups there for you. Just make sure you follow only fashion brands where your audience is. So your feed and Explorer suggestions are pure and not mixed up with your personal interests. Because the algorithm takes into account what you follow, who you follow, and who follows you, and may not show your content to the right people. So every internet platform that you use to promote your brand, such as Google, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and emails, has its own rules and guidelines. You need to focus on one platform and learn all the rules, and then just experiment with your content to see what works. Give yourself 3 months for experiments, where you try out different formats, styles, and hooks, and then analyze your results, and the next 3 months, just do what worked previously. So what you should do, first of all, learn how to engage your audience. Talk more about lifestyle, don't show your products only. For instance, if your brand talks to travelers, nomad people, show them places to visit, make a selection of cities, restaurants, spas, and hotels, and make a reel that summarize your best recommendations in one place. And then ask people to save the content at the end. This will send the right signals to the algorithm, which will track people who stop scrolling at your content, and then people who stay and watch until the end and do actions such as comment, like, save, or share. Second, demonstrate your product on real people. Forget about beautiful pictures from professional photographers. Take a UGC on board instead and let them play with your product. Let them demonstrate how to wear it, what do they advise, and how they feel about it. So people like when another person tells more about your products as opposed to a brand owner trying to sell his own stuff. People need to trust your brand and listen to others people's opinions. The third, make lives and show your product live. These are accounts that I recommend you to learn from. For instance, Match. She uses lives to explain her product, and she will explain you every single detail of your new collection, for instance, or it can be a stylist, it can be any type of person who can talk about what do you have new on your website, or maybe it's a new collection, maybe it's an existing collection, but you want to put some highlight on something or propose some outfits. Like, let's watch this example.
Justin Bile on women's ready to wear. Welcome to my Matches Miss. Today I'm going to take you through 3 looks to take you from winter to spring. My first look is a daytime look, and I've built it around this SS Daily Jasper cardigan, which is exclusive to Matches. What I love about it is Harry Styles has also worn it. Underneath.
So this could be a live, right? Because here it's already presented like a reel, but for me it's the better format would be live, because this is how you can stick people to your brand. Another example would be Guinan Palace. This is a brand that is part of our program, and she is doing lives with different experts, and she invites people to come and to share her vision about her current challenges or the fashion industry in general, or whatever she's up to, right? Here, the thing is that you need, in order to engage your audience, you need to offer interesting topics and just inform people beforehand, before they come, what are you going to talk about and who will come to your live, so people can just relate to this and connect this particular time and just stick to your content and watch this. And another example, Ange, it's a Parisian brand. They basically do swimwear, but recently they started ready to wear. The founder of this brand does a lot of reels as well. And when she just started, her Instagram account wasn't that big. She was making a lot of lives just to present her new collection, or where she is now in terms of development of her new collection. For instance, here she's doing live with someone. She presents the new projects that are going to come to her brand, and she's the founder, so she's the face of her company, and she will be always on lives, or she will talk about new collections, etc. So this is something that you need to consider. For instance, this is live where she's here to, she will present her collection, right, with someone, with a colleague or with a friend.
Et sur Insta et sur TikTok.
So she says that she does double live on Instagram, on an TikTok at the same time. So it's interesting, right? So lives are the best way to engage with your audience, because people want to know more and they will watch longer than a usual content. If you invite interesting people into your life, stylists, coaches, experts, skincare specialists, anyone who your ideal audience admire and interested in, so you will engage more and they will watch more. Again, we want them to stick to your content and send signals to the algorithm that people like your content. The more signals we send, the more your content will be shown to the right people, and the more it will become viral. The more it is viral, the more people will follow you and buy your products. So the main conclusion here is that you don't need influencers if you have the right content strategy. It would be enough for you to make your Instagram account grow just thanks to your content. And then when you run your ads, your Facebook ads, you will double your followers thanks to ads as well. So if you like this video, I invite you to watch my next one, why Instagram doesn't work anymore for most of fashion brands. I will cover more about Instagram marketing strategies there. See you there.